Okay, so I was about to start returning to some of the games we have in progress, and then this popped up on my Steam suggested games, and I couldn't resist. I love fish, I love aquariums, and apparently this combines art with aquariums, and you get to draw your own fish and build your own aquarium. So this will be just like a little quick, I think, play of the demo. The game has not released yet, but let's check it out. So, created by Caleb Lachowski, handpan music by Malt Martin, title song by Taizo Audio, and song The First Fish by Sam Redfern. I'm not trying to get copyrighted or anything. I think this is all their own music, but I am just trying to get the word out there and see what this game is like. New aquarium. My aquarium. Let's say Duckburg. Let's go. Okay, since this is the demo, edit the aquarium main menu. Okay, so we have add a thing, feed, edit plants, edit the aquarium, main menu, add to wish list, give feedback, report a bug, hotkey spacebar, and wallpaper mode. Okay, so let's start with add a thing. Looks like we can add a plant, and we have to add 2 unique plants in order to unlock the fish. Okay. Oh, we can import pictures, clear the canvas, save templates. Okay, so we have the options for painting, different types of brushes, transforming, move, rotate, and scale your current image. Hold shift key for precision controls. Eraser, color picker, fill bucket, horizontal symmetry, vertical symmetry. So upright, horizontal. It's not available in the demo, but looks like we have a color wheel here, so we can paint with whatever colors we want, and if we create a color we really love, we could save it to a palette. So let's start off with maybe some different shades of green. Okay, that just adds it to that. And some turquoise. Oh, that's not quite turquoise. Let's change. Oh, I like that. Okay, but we want more of a greeny turquoise. I could see myself getting lost in this for hours. Okay, let's test. Okay, so brush size, opacity, sorry. Flow, hardness, and lazy mouse. So distance between line points, your lines will be smoothed out the higher this value. Naturally introduces a kind of mouse lag. Great for fast curved brush strokes. Okay, so if we have a really quick brush stroke we want to make, are we kind of coloring outside the lines here? Alright, this is going to be a kindergarten aquarium, okay? Okay, so right now we're using standard. Only paint over what's already there. Okay, so we're gonna erase. Oh no! So it kind of erased everything. So alright, we're gonna have to kind of draw in what I accidentally erased. Okay. Looks just like it, right? He's just got a leaf that's kind of dead there. Okay, plants aren't perfect, right? Oh, that's a really big brush. I can see myself getting really caught up in this. Alright, brush size. Oh, okay. Hey, not too bad. Let's make it a little bit bigger, try to color it in without messing up what we just did. Okay. It's kind of a dark aquarium. We will take a darker green. I need a darker green. I gotta add that to the palette. Let's try that. A little bit darker green. Same color family. Okay. We're gonna We don't really have like the visible veins if this is really kelp. But let's add in a little bit of interest here. looks like a pea pod. Okay, here we go. Alright, this is gonna be our first attempt at a kelp frond. Give it some movement. I don't know what to do with that one. But you know what? We'll make it kind of like it's got a little bit of layering here. I don't want to spend too much time on this because I really want to get to the fish. Oh boy, let's see how this looks when it gets in the aquarium. Okay. Got a little bit of depth there. I am no Bob Ross. You know, this would be really handy with my I have a artist pen, a digital art pen. Ooh, I right-clicked and something happened. Brush size, hardness. Oh, if you right-click and hold it, you can modify the brush size just easily. It's probably quick access instead of clicking around. Okay, so we got that. Let's get a different type of green here. You know what? This is my kelp, okay? This is duck kelp. Do so I want to get like a really pale color green. That's super pale, and I want to try one of these blurred. Okay, it's a little bit heavier than I wanted. Okay, so let's go back to this, and I thought I was selected to color picker, fill buckets, vertical symmetry and horizontal symmetry. Oh, so it creates guidelines for you. Okay, lazy mouse. We had that. Alright, I thought I turned, oh, here, so we're gonna undo that. So I don't want that brush to be so big. I just want to add a little bit to it. Oh, okay, so the symmetry option, whatever you do on one side, it'll repeat on the other. Let's make that smaller. Okay, that makes it really small. I just want to add some blur, but it's not working. It keeps making the brush size really large. I don't want that small. Let's try middle. Let's see what that does. Adds a little bit of blur. Okay. Let's clear the canvas because I want to try. Now that we kind of got the hang of it, I want to make a little bit of a bright aquarium. Now I want to make sure I turn on the mask to brush, which will only paint over what's already there. Okay. And let's do a little bit of Monet style. So we got brighter tips at the top because we're going to act like it's been a little bit more sun bleached. And let's do some darker greens down here at the base, but I want to make that smaller. Oh, that didn't work out quite how I wanted it to. I want a different green, maybe not quite so brown. So let's do maybe something along those lines. Now, having the save button over it, if the devs are kind of watching this, makes it a little bit hard to determine what color we're adding. Okay. We want to go tropical, or we want to go like Pacific Atlantic kind of color tones? Kind of want to go a little bit darker, make it like a... Oh, we could totally make this into a gothic aquarium. Like vampire plants. Let's see what black does. Adds kind of a cool element to it. And since I love gothic elements, I think that's gonna make it... I want to make it more subtle. Okay, so that does make it more subtle. When you adjust the opacity, you just can keep layering it on to give it... You can control the intensity of the color a bit more. I think what I might do is explore some red here. Ooh, I like that. Got a little bit of a contrast. Add a little bit here. A bit more to the tips. Kind of like a plant. Ooh, I don't like that. I'm gonna add some more of that black color, but I want to make it super light. Add a little bit more in here. Okay, and a little bit more opacity here. There we go, because I don't like the curviness there. Still have some white here, but I don't actually hate it. But I'm gonna add it, make it look a little bit more gray. Give it a touch of darkness. Okay. I kind of like the little bit of green trying to shine through here. Almost like it's reaching for the light. That was way too intense. Alright. Flow. Controls how much paint is added onto the canvas as you move your mouse around. Okay, let's play with that. Hardness, drag left and right to control the brush size. Okay. Go back to black, adjust the flow. Okay. Let's add a little more green here. Let's go back to that black. It's really light opacity. So the higher flow adds more paint. So you can see the results a little bit easier. So let's get a little bit more heavy-handed with that black. But we want to do it on the bottom side, like it hasn't quite been able to see the sun. Okay. I'm not really paying attention to the direction of the sun. We're just going to assume it's up top. Ooh, it has an autosave. That's handy. Okay, well, let's see. I want to make sure I don't lose any of my red here. I want a little bit more on the top, on the tips. So I have the... Okay, what if I turn this off? I just want to, the very tips here, kind of like a fire coral look. Like, look but don't touch. Let me get my green back here. Okay. And that center one, I gotta adjust my brush size and I want to fix that, so... Kind of like a hybrid of all the colors. I'm gonna turn off the symmetry. Plants are mostly symmetrical, but mine is not. Mine has had a bit of a rough life here down under. black? Yes, it is on black. Okay. Let's add a little bit more. Okay. I'm gonna take a little bit of red. I'm gonna do a little, make my brush size really big. Kind of do a little bit of a spot here. Reduce the opacity. Okay. Alright. Let's check it out. Ooh, okay. So we have our plant, and you can, by dragging your mouse forward and backwards, adjust the size. So it gives you a little bit of like distance. So we can hide it in the very back. We don't really care for it. We can put it towards the front. It's kind of cool. Or up on top of the rock, or hiding here in the corner. I feel like this is a shadowy plant, so I'm gonna put it there. Oh, and it just grew there, and we can put as many as we want. Maybe these guys operate in clusters. And I'll tuck one back there. Okay, you can move, remove, or copy plants. Alright, ooh, we just unlocked that. So edit plant, replant, remove, duplicate, and clone. Alright, so let's replant. Oh, nice, so we don't have to destroy it. Use mouse wheel to change the plant size and press X to flip the image. Oh, rolling the mouse wheel back makes it big. Nice and big, and make it like, for our field of vision, it's like we are resting on the bottom. I'm gonna put it there. And then we've got little guys. So what other abilities do we have? Alright, remove a plant. Duplicate. Oh, okay, so it's just a copy and paste feature. Let's make him a little bit big. I'm gonna put him right back by the rocks. Okay. Clone. So what does cloning do? Alright, so I'm just gonna adjust the color on this one a little bit. And let's see. Maybe this one has a little bit of pink to it. It's because I like pink. That was a lot of pink. A little bit of brown. Let's say we just kind of change the species a little bit. Okay, done. Beep. Ooh, so we got to keep the original design. Look at you, you can now draw a fish. I can't believe it. Okay, let's do it. That's what we've been waiting for. Alright, fish. Alright, oh, we can generate a random name, or we can name our own fish. Fish name, okay. Sharkman Lobster. Zillophilasis Hannon, Mr. Scales Quickly, Mike. Beast the Zig, Henry, Spongeman, Leaky. Keanu Reef. Okay, winner. I was gonna make my own, but nope, we gotta do Keanu Reef. But it's gotta have an S on it. Keanu Reefs. Alright, I love this name. Okay, so we have different templates. We need one befitting Keanu Reef. Quirky. Extravagant, clownfish, lily, the guppy, a shark, wild, boxy, and a submarine. Okay, we could just start with a basic fish here, but I feel like Keanu Reef will have some like sharp edges to him as needed. Okay, same symmetry options. We can add our own color palettes, brush strokes. Keanu Reef. I like that it gives you kind of a starting template filled in so you have some ideas. But you can clear the canvas. Oops, or not. It just deletes your fish. What importing a PNG would do. Maybe you just download it and then you can kind of do your own color schemes? Or maybe have your own range of colors that you add to your palette? Don't know. Oh, and it gives you the color code too so that you can make note of it and come back to it. That's cool. Alright, let's go back to brush strokes because I like that. Reduce the brush size and we'll say Keanu. I don't know if he's going to be pink in the color wheel. I feel like he's going to be in maybe more like, let's try the red and orange family. He's going to be fiery. So let's see what we can do here. So For his base color, I'm going to make sure we are in the lines because I don't want to deal with that. We're going to color him in. Alright, we're going to do some more opacity. Oh, that's cool, it shows you how dark it'll be. Oh yeah. He's a creature of the night. We got a dark aquarium here, so I'm gonna take these lines that he has. Are these presets look kind of cool. It's a big brush stroke though. Okay. I like the polka dots. I think what we might do, oh, there's a redo button, is make kind of like a Frankenstein kind of fish here. That brush stroke might be too big. And we're gonna do this. My opacity, I don't think is dark enough for this to really have the impact I want it. Let's go strong. Keanu Reefs. Oh, you know what would be really cool? Is to do an aquarium filled with like album covers. I can totally picture this being like a Metallica Ride the Lightning Fish. Alright, hold on, we're gonna play with that. I like that idea. So brush size, we're gonna make this guy all black. Hardness, all the way up. Here we go. Oh. Alright. So I'm gonna take a little bit of, I wanna make like a stormy blue color. That's too light. I want something that's just lighter than the black. I do kind of wish we could zoom in on the palette, get an idea, a better idea what it looks like. Okay, brush size, I want to reduce the hardness. I want to make it a little bit softer. Okay, I'm going to undo that. We'll just do the tails. Brush size. Where are we going to do that tail? That tail. And let's do this. Maybe just along the edges of the fins. I like that though. I think I might maybe just touch it a little bit. I just don't want to get all the way down there. I risk coloring over the black. Okay, this may go horribly wrong. I'm like way overestimating my drawing skills. So we're gonna have to do an eyeball. I think I'm gonna do... Here, if we can do it this way, we're gonna do one like right here. But I think I'm gonna make it a little bit yellow. I don't think that's yellow enough, but I kind of want it to look glowy. I think you'll see what I'm kind of going for here. Almost like we could probably create our own species and do like an anglerfish kind of thing. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so we're gonna get some really fine point going here, and we're gonna get some cracks of lightning. And the great thing about lightning is that it just kind of branches off and goes in all directions. I feel like we need more bold opacity here, so let's try it again. Oh no, no, I want my eyeball. Okay, so that's too soft. I want more hardness, so we're gonna undo that. And I want my brush stroke to be a little bit smaller. We're gonna have like a fine line. It's looking more like cracked porcelain, but you know, I'm okay with it. maybe a bolt of lightning coming from here. Oops. I don't want to overcrowd it. I'm gonna try something. It's not gonna work. But maybe maybe I'll have to start a bunch of fish named like Hetfield and Lars. Maybe we just, this guy needs a little something something. So now we got the skinnier lines that I want. Make like little branches off the lightning. I wonder if eventually they would add like glow effects to the fish. So you have an anglerfish that produces light or something like that. Let's make this a little bit bigger, add a little bit of difference. Cool, man. Like I said, we're just experimenting here. So far, I like it. It's really calming. I could see myself spending hours. I can see people who are actual artists really creating these incredible looking aquariums. And then I can see myself doing like kindergarten level drawings. It's getting really fun. Can make a Halloween aquarium. Okay, so I want to take a little bit. Do I still have that blue? I don't think I saved that like dusky blue. That's okay. Because I want to do a little bit more here. I don't want. Okay, adjust that opacity. Just a little bit bigger. I want to add a little something here. And maybe a little bit more like here. I don't know if I want to mess with the tail. I don't think I do. Alright. Keanu Reefs has black hair anyway. So here's Keanu Reefs. I feel like we might need a little something coming from the bottom. It's more of a gray color. That's okay. And adding a little something on the bottom here. More like cracked porcelain, but I am not hating it. Okay, give me my fish. Keanu Reefs lives! It's like all those kindergarten paintings that we wish like came out of our imagination. Ooh, he needs a friend. Okay. Add a thing. Let's add a fish. Sophie, no. We need somebody who's just as cool as Keanu Reefs. Lee the Jackson, Siri, Suffy, Kit, Bo, Leaky, Mermal, McSharker, Kit the Shrimp Beater, Sophie, Barb, Mr. Leaky. Okay, so how about we do something like, we have Keanu Reefs. How about we have, who's got a name that could easily be turned into something aquatic, like Scarlett Johansson. We've got reefs, we've got rocks, we've got kelp. There's Killian Murphy, so we could do kelp and Murphy. We could do... there's no real good way to do like Lady Gaga. This is gonna sound terrible. Terrible, not terrible. You know, like J-Lo with J-Blow? But I think that sounds really bad. I mean in the terms of bubbles, but how about we... My brain is not functioning. How about what other celebrities have been out in the mix lately? There's Miley Cyrus. What was I listening to earlier? Alright, Google machines. List of celebrity names. Okay, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna check my buddy ChatGPT and just see. Celebrity names that have fish doppelgangers. So I need a celebrity fish alter ego. A list of. Okay, so let's see. Gil Murray. We have another reef. Here we go. Nope, this is it. Vin Diesel. Alright. So, we're going to... Vin Diesel's gonna have to be a tank. Alright, so a shark for Vin Diesel. What are all these little things in the background here? No shark I know has that overlay. It's like a bear. Oh, it's just the guiding words. It tells you what's the head and what's the tail. Okay, here we go. So Vin Diesel, I feel like needs to have like, I don't really want to do another dark and stormy one. Let's do one that's really, let's play with some color here. Let's make, that's gray. What if we made a, what was his color of his car in the Fast and the Furious? I think it was red. He drove a Supra. And I think that Brian Earl Spillner's car was blue and white at one point. Letty's car, I think, was red. No, his sister's was red. Okay. Here we go. We're just gonna play. Woo! You know what? Sharks can be super scary, so we can... Let's make a Swedish shark. Like a gummy bear shark. Okay, so... Get some blue in there. Swedish fish shark. Polka dots are always good. Look at this. Shark might look like it has a disease. Let's do some... We need an eyeball. Let's make a big old eyeball. And we'll make it green. We want to make it super opaque. Here. And let's do maybe a little bit of a black pupil. Okay. That's way too small. Okay, then we're gonna do a little white. Almost like it's got a reflection. Okay, so we got that. And I think we're gonna get a little bit more creative here. I think that Vin Diesel deserves a party hat. Or you know what, he's a driver, so... Well, wait, he needs gills. He can't breathe without gills. So, hold on. Shark enthusiast in me. He needs gills. So maybe he needs a Toyota logo or something on him. But you know what? Instead, why don't we just give him a party hat? Let's see if we can do that. He's gonna have a party hat. Oh, I gotta turn this off. Okay, so Vin Diesel's gonna have a party hat. I'm gonna make it white. Okay. You want it to really spit that ink out. Okay. We'll color that in. And I wonder who, you know what, who would be a clownfish? Dwayne the Rockfish Johnson. That's a good one. Let's do some pink. I love pink. And we're gonna make like the little fluff ball thing. It's too big. Too small. Okay. And we'll do some polka dots. We need to make those bigger. And they gotta be bright, man. Okay. I want it to be like super bright blue. Almost purple? No, I don't want any opacity. Let's make it a beep. It's okay. And we gotta do a poof ball on top. Okay, so make that bigger. Beep. Alright, so here we have Vin Diesel. I know, his name is a little bit hard for the type of fish we just made, but give me my fish. Oh, okay, we can just watch them swim around? And I bet they're hungry. Oh, we gotta feed them. Oh, okay, so left clicking drops pellets. Look, when they turn, they're flat. I love that. They're tiny now, but they will grow. Okay. You guys actually gonna eat the food? Eat the food! Eat the food, dude. It's this dotted line that just appeared down here. Okay. Edit plants, feed. So I guess from now on, we just kind of... Alright, when you click the feed, it doesn't seem to go away when you click on the... It just keeps on feeding them? How much food do I need to give them? Oh, I love that. Keanu Reefs is glowing. Edit the aquarium. So we need 20 plants, 6 fish, and make 2 aquariums? Edit plants. Okay. So let's add a thing. Let's add plants. Wait, actually. Scrap your work all together. So I want to see, what do we need? We need 30 plants, 10 fish, and 2 aquariums to unlock the next thing. Alright, we're gonna go crazy here for a sec. I just want to generate some plants so we can see what the options are. Whoop. You know what? Clear canvas. So we're gonna do this freehand because we got this, right? Let's make some kelp. Alright, we got some kelp here. And let's make some bubbles around it. And let's do some darker green kelp coming out of it. Okay. Crazy kelp. I'm gonna make it bigger, I think. Alright. I want to add something to it really quick. Let's add some... paint in the color wheel. They should start off with just all primary colors in the color wheel. Kind of help us out a little bit. Alright, that's nice and bright. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so we got glowy kelp. Anglerfish kelp. I like it. I like it a lot. And we're gonna do less opacity with some white. Maybe in the middle. Give it that, like, I'm glowing effect. Because it needs to have some kind of center. Almost like it's bioluminescent. And we're gonna put it up towards the top. That's dark. I like how it turned out so dark. Do we need a light source in here? Oh, the closer it gets to you, the brighter it is. Okay. I don't want too many things blocking our view of the fish. So let's make some smaller plants. I did that one. Oh, I like that kind of just how it is. But let's do our favorite brush. Oh, we're brute. But I do want to stay in the lines. Let's make some fire coral. We're restoring our reefs, one drawing at a time. Okay, if you move your mouse too fast, it sometimes has a hard time figuring out where you want it to go. So let's do that. Where are we at? We have 18. Okay, let's keep going. Let's add... oh, there's more. Woohoo! Okay. Lets you pick any color from your canvas. You can also hold and drag the mouse as you select a color. Right click and drag to change the brush on the fly. Okay. So this is green, but we're gonna make this fabulous. And we're gonna make it, I want some opaque, I wanna make that smaller. Not that small. Another thing that would be cool is to have the brush strokes be in like different shapes. I'm thinking like Microsoft Paint level where you can kind of create a shape and then add, just add to it and use the fill feature. What's it gonna do? We have a pinky kind of orangey thing going on. So if you have the Microsoft Paint feature, it basically you can like draw a triangle and then you click the bucket and you can just fill it in. And one of the amazing, wonderful joys of being a 90s kid was accidentally clicking in the wrong spot, and it would fill the background and not the actual shape that you were trying to color in. Okay, this looks like something kind of plastic monstrosity from a store. Well, that's okay. I want to make it super light with the yellow. Beep, beep, beep. Beep. I forgot to make the stem pink. As you see, all the brush strokes that we have so far, they're all circle. And unless I'm missing something, it'd be cool to have like a square edge, so that we could do like a bit more fine pixel work for those people like me who would dedicate hours of their lives to this. Let's make it a little darker down here. Okay. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. That looks cool. We'll add a little bit of height. Kind of like flower arranging, but kelp. It's not letting me put it back here. Why aren't you doing this? Stop moving. Okay. Man, that looks really scary. Our little anglerfish kelp. Okay, so we've got... Where are we at again? 25! Okay, so we're just gonna bust out a few. Okay, so we've got these guys, so we'll just do some basic green, I think, to just fill in the last of them. Just doing something like that with a bunch of different colors gives it a little more interest than just a solid. Beep, 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 beep. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Boop. It's like, zoom. Done. And we're gonna use the roller ball to make these guys a little smaller. Almost like making some seagrass. These fish need a place to hide. Ooh, how small can we go? Okay, that's the smallest we can go. Alright. So we're gonna try the move feature. Replant, remove, duplicate, and clone. Okay, so replant. We're gonna replant this guy because he's further. I want to move him further back because he was like way too in your face. But I think I do want to duplicate him. And I want to try that flip feature. Okay, so we have him like on both sides. Cool, that worked. But it's still, unless you get in the light here, it doesn't look right. Okay, cool. Alright, we need lots more fish. Here, let's feed our fish here just in case they're getting hungry. Alright, so we need 2 aquariums. Hotkey spacebar, hide all the buttons. Oh, so you could screenshot it. How do you make another aquarium? Maybe we have to unlock everything first. Alright, random name. Salmonella. Okay. Willie. Greta, Roland, Willie, Eugene. Well, let's do Bob. Everyone needs to have a Bob. But I think I'm gonna add another friend in here. Ooh! Hey, how about a different type of fish? Let's do it. What'd you give us? A normal and active fish, tried and true. Fish size. I'm gonna make him big. What's this? More floaty, chill fish, you get the vibe. Constantly flying like a spacecraft must be exhausting. Hangs down low like he's hiding something. Okay, let's see if Bob's hiding something. I just want it to be Bob. Alright, won't Bob be upset? We can't have him the, oh, it's Bob 2? There we go. Alright, so let's do Lily, Guppy. Bob hangs out in the grass, so he needs to be more of like a flounder. Ooh, Bob, you're looking kind of sickly there. No, but Bob likes to blend in, so the color of our sand is kind of that white blue, so we're gonna make Bob. Let's make him like a camo fish. Alright, here we go. We're gonna make him a camo fish. That's... No, I want big brush size, low hardness, a little bit less slow. Okay, so we're gonna add some blue on top of that. Help him to blend in. That's not blue, that's white. Let's do like a blue-green color. Bob's gonna blend in. And Bob's gonna have a big blue eyeball. Maybe not that big. Oh, you know what? I think Bob reminds me of somebody who needs like bifocals. So we're gonna do smaller brush size. Beep. And we're gonna give Bob some glasses. So the glasses will come over the edge of his nose. Oh, I need opacity. I need hardness. Give me gold colors. Anything that Bob will have, like aviator style. And flow. Come on, flow. There we go. That's what I'm looking at. So Bob's got glasses. And he's the kind of fish to tell you to get off his lawn. But Bob, because he is that type, needs a comb over. And I did notice, even though I have the like mask brush feature turned off, it's not like really letting me draw on the outside of the canvas. Maybe it's just this fish type. Alright, so Bob's got a comb over. He needs gills. Okay. And he's got a dad bod kind of going. No offense to dad bods. But he's gonna have like dirt belly? No, I don't know. I want it. He's camo, right? And across the top. What else would he have? He would totally be wearing jeans and like socks with sandals. Okay. Or Crocs with socks. We're gonna give him a little bit more camo action here. Oh, you know what Bob has? Bob has to have a mustache. Okay. How do we give Bob a mustache here? Did not work. Okay. Alright, here we go. Maybe Bob has more Monopoly guy vibe. He's like, yes, you see? Do not pass go. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Hey, he blends kind of in. Hey, that worked out. He blends in. Alright, we gotta feed our fish. Make sure that they're all fed. What is going on, Bob? Okay. There are no more hungry fish. Okay. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, so fishy fish. Let's do rocket ship fish. Sloppy, punchy, rolling barb of shiny, Keanu Reef little. Mermal scales. Tuna Turner! Okay, Tuna Turner. She's got to be... Okay, how'd you do the heart? What did I miss? Is that like a feature that's coming later? I just can't get rid of that. Okay. Color picker. Oh, we can scale Tina Turner. Ooh, she can be itty bitty or massive. Okay. Or Tuna Turner. Maybe she swims kind of like that? No, she reaches for the stars. And speaking of stars, we're gonna give her like some polka dots. Give her like some glitter shimmer. But she needs pink glitter, 'cause I say so. What size brush do we have? Okay. Opacity. So she's good there, so we're going to turn that off. And we're going to masked brush. And I'm going to give her some flair. What's love got to do? Got to do. What's love got to do? So she has fabulous hair. And it was kind of like salt and pepper for a while, so... But I do not think I can do it justice. Can I give her... Hey, let me do it this time. It wasn't letting me do it with Bob. Okay, here we go. So, you know what? Let's give her some eyebrows. And honestly, I think we're gonna do that. Dominate the aquarium, lady. You can now have multiple aquariums! I can't believe it! Okay, so how do I do that? Okay, so we need another aquarium, but where do we go to add it? Is it like, do I have to exit out of here kind of thing? Eat. Tina, are you hungry? You hungry, Tina? There you go. Oops, sorry. So we have plants, we have feed. I wonder if it just means that we can... Shakira McDad? I love this name. Okay, so we're gonna add Porky. Because I just want to see what happens when we get the rest of the fish here. But I need to have a second aquarium. Can't feed down there. Okay. So that's what that dotted line means. Feed. Add. Okay, we need more fishies. Mike 998170 shrimp eater. Okay. It's Squirty, Krilly, and Rollins. Beast Finley. May the Schwartz be with you. Eugene. Alright, so we're gonna do Eugene. I think that Eugene is gonna be all white. Whoops. Yeah, because I totally pay attention to brush strokes here. Eugene is also going to have glasses. And because I'm gonna make the creative determination that he's a flounder, his glasses are going to come out onto the side here, like he's looking up at us. Okay. Bear with me here. Okay. I'm just laughing at my own jokes here. Okay, so we're gonna get red, we're gonna get a little bit finer point. And Eugene the fish is gonna have plaid pants. Really messy hair. Got his eyebrows. Oh, here, hold on. I gotta do his mouth different. Hold on, hold on. Is this gonna... Oh no. Erase? Right click and drag to change the brush on the fly. That's not what I meant. I was just gonna erase, but... Okay, hold on. Let me just paint over it. Nope. Hello. White. What's going on? I have white selected. It keeps on coloring it black. White, 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 white. Grab color. White? Okay, guess that's not gonna work. But you know what? We'll just have to work with it. It's still black. What is going on? Okay, F, F, F. Alright, we're gonna go up here. See if that works. And it doesn't. Maybe, alright, let's try this. Okay. I think it's because I still had the eraser selected. To have some fine green refined stripes in his plaid pants. That's where I was going before I got distracted. Make sure I don't color outside the lines, but it probably doesn't matter with Eugene. Okay, and we're going to make some darker color here. And a bigger brush stroke. And we're going to give Eugene belt. And then we're gonna give Eugene, I have no idea how this is gonna work, but we're gonna give him some suspenders. Maybe it just kind of goes up that way. No. Alright, but we are going to give Eugene a little bit of a... Let's give Eugene some freckles, which are adorable. Give me my fish. Alright. I think Eugene's my favorite. We get Tuna Turner down there. Oh, I clicked on them. Oh, it gives you their details. How long they've been alive, how old they are. Clone this fish, remove. Personal quote. Did you hear that? Personal quote. No one lives forever, but we might. Am I small? Can you help me decide things? I'm not gonna do that. Okay. Cool. Okay, so I don't know how to create another aquarium. Let's see if this works. Alright, so I might lose this guy, but we will never forget it. Eugene, and so at the aquarium, there's like a help. There's no like help or tutorial information. So main menu. Okay, new aquarium. My aquarium, so we have Duckburg, and let's have, woo, I need like DuckTales. Let's see. So, Silverfish Alley. Like Silicon Valley. Okay, so can we, oh, let's mute it. That's the credits, settings. Let's go. You can also customize your aquarium. Your rules. Okay, yay, we unlocked how to customize it. So we can, oh, we can clean it? Oh, I don't think it's active yet. Or maybe it's just not dirty. Edit background. In the full version of the game, you'll be able to fully customize your background. So you can, ooh. Look at that. It's like in someone's house. Edit light. In the full version of the game, you'll be able to change the light settings. In the full version of the game, you'll be able to change the aquarium decor. Look at that. Oh, that's cool. Well, I will leave it from here, and hopefully you guys get an idea. This game looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Cozy. Hopefully I don't kill any fish accidentally by not feeding them. But, so we're going to bid Eugene and Finn Diesel and Tuna Turner goodbye, and I hope you guys have, a wonderful evening. Look, theme of the week, darkness. I accidentally did that. Ooh, my fish are hungry. Hold on, we're going to feed them one more time. Great news! You can now try out wallpaper mode. Okay, I'll check it out later. Let's feed our fish. And I'm gonna feed it and leave it here for just a moment. And we'll switch over to wallpaper mode and see what that does. Back to the next computer. That's okay. Alright, have a great evening.